There's something in your eye too. There's something in your eye too. I'm gonna let that marinate for a moment. There's something in your eye too. I normally don't do the neighbor thing, but I want you to turn to your neighbor and tell your neighbor there's something in your eye too. Yeah, we live in a time and a generation in which we have access to a plethora of information. We can get weather forecasts from an application on our phone. We can read mobile books right from our devices, from our tablets, from our Nooks, your iPads, or your Android devices, whatever you decide to use. But we have access to tons and tons of information instantly. Years ago, we would only find libraries of encyclopedias, dictionaries, and history books. You'd only find those things
It's this one. Brethren. It's this one. It's his. No, you're good. It's this one. It's dying.
The enemy don't want you to hear this word. The enemy don't want you to hear this word. But it's going to go through. Because I don't need no mic to preach. I was preaching before they had mics. Years ago, you would only have access to this information if you had money, or if you went to a library or some municipality. It was the only way that you would have access to all of this information. But now in 2019, there are thousands of apps and a tiny thin device that you could hold more information than a 50,000 square foot building. And believe it or not, don't fall asleep on me yet, I'm going somewhere. Believe it or not, this overload of information has changed the way we work. It has changed the way we interact. And believe it or not, saints of God, it has even changed the way we worship with God. See, more employees work from home than ever before. But on the flip side of that, more church members worship from Bedside Baptist than ever before in the history of the church. Because we've become so information addicted, it has had a huge impact on how we are even entertained. See, no longer are the days of the family sitcoms like The Cosby Show and Family Matters, where we would entertain by just regular silly family humor. Now we are not entertained unless the actors are exposing all of their personal issues and cursing the other actors out and fist fighting and blowing up cars and y'all know all that other stuff that they do. Some people know more about celebrities' lives than they know about their own lives. Some of us know Kanye West and Kim Kardashian's net worth, but we don't even know our own. We become professionals at everything but experienced in only a little. We become Sunday sideline quarterbacks judging every pass Tom Brady and Eli Manning throw, but we've never even held a football, not let alone try to throw it at a moving target. And we subconsciously and continually do this without ever noticing that God wants to tell you something today. See, it's usually the person that is terrible at managing their finances who is always scrutinizing somebody else about how they spend their money. It's always the person who is terrible at relationships, and they can never keep a man or keep a woman, but they're always commenting on how your relationship is going. Oh, it's getting hot in here. You might have to turn the AC up. It seems as if the individuals who are always looking at everybody else, it seems like their problems are bigger than the problems of the people that they're gauging. So the bigger question is, why do we do this? What causes us to be so consumed by other people's problems that we don't even notice our own problems? See, the problem is that we know so much, or we think we know so much about other individuals' circumstances, about other individual situations, that we believe that we are entitled to our judgment of them. But when you look at the text, Jesus, if you go back and rewind to chapter 5, I believe, Jesus takes some of his followers up onto a mountain, and he begins to teach them some things. He begins to give them some instructions. He begins to tell them some things. And then when he gets around chapter 7, he really gets to go in. He goes in and he says, do not judge unless you'll be judged. Now, before we get into our preconceived notions about Jesus' context, I want you to understand that there are two types of judgments. There are two types of judgments. One judgment is the ability to make considered decisions or come to a sensible conclusion about something. The other definition of judgment is to form an opinion or conclusion about something. Now, the judgment in which Jesus is talking about here, if you look at it in the original language, it is the Greek word krino, which means to condemn. So what Jesus is saying is, don't condemn other people. Amen. Now, as a believer, I'm going to teach you for a minute, because as a believer, there are instances where you need to make proper judgment. Amen. And this other, that first definition, the ability to make considered decisions or come to a sensible conclusion, is not condemnation, but it is rather discernment. Yes, amen. See, some people will get mad at you because you discern that they are no good for you. And it's not that I'm condemning you, it's that I'm cutting you off and I'm no longer allowing you into my circle because I've discerned that you are no good for me. And because you are no good for me, I have no use for you. See, my life is too short. I don't have time for people around me that are leeches. I don't have time for people that are around me who don't have encouragement. I don't have time for negative people to be around me. So God gave me discernment enough to make the proper judgment not to mess with you. Don't let folk trick you into thinking because you don't deal with them no more that you're judging them. No, I'm not judging you. I've just made proper judgment. I've made proper judgment to leave you alone. I've made proper judgment to cut you off. I've made proper judgment to, when you on this side of the street, I'm going on that side of the street. I've made proper judgment. messing with you. It says, do not judge so that you will not be judged. And in verse 2 he says, for in the way you judge, you will be judged. And by your standard of measure, it will be measured to you. So Jesus tells his followers, he says, do not condemn. In other words, do not condemn people when they do wrong. Do you need to bring it to their attention? Yes. But do you condemn them? No. It's all right. I'm bringing it to your attention, but I'm praying for you. I wish the best for you. I come to you in love, but I need to make proper judgment in how I deal with you. Yes. Now, he says now, if you judge, in other words, if you condemn, he says, then you will be judged. Yes. In other words, if you play God's role, because remember, God is the only one that has the power and the authority to condemn. See, folk, even though they act like it, it's an old saying and it's true, folk don't have a heaven or hell to put you in. So it don't matter what they think anyway. So he says, if you condemn, then that condemnation will come back onto you. They ought to bring this saying back, but I used to hear this saying when I was a kid. When you point one finger, there's two fingers pointing at you. See, when you pointing at sister so-and-so because she ain't doing right and she ain't living right, there's two more fingers pointing at you. When you pointing a finger at bro so-and-so and you're condemning him for whatever he's doing, it ain't got nothing to do with you. He ain't bothering you. He doing his own thing. He around a corner somewhere. He minding his business. Yeah, he might be on drugs. Yeah, he might be drinking. Yeah, whatever he's doing to himself. That's none of your business. Let God handle that. See, because we live in a world and a time where people volunteer so much information. We think it's our business to be in people's business. Oh, that's going to be part 2 of this series. Mind your business. I'm going to preach that next week. If somebody does not volunteer their information, stay out of people's business. Verse 3, then Jesus asked a question. He asked a question. He says, why do you look at the speck? Why do you look at this ailment? Why do you look at what your brother and sister is doing? Why are you looking at his or her finances? Why are you looking at their relationship status? Why are you looking at what they do on the job? Why are you looking at how they treat their spouse? Why are you looking at these various things that this person does? He says, why do you look at this that is in your brother's eye, but do not notice the log that is in your own eye? Three quick things I'm going to share with you. I'm going to tell you why. The first reason why, the reason why we look at the speck in other people's eyes is because it deflects our insecurity. You ever notice that it's always the most insecure people who are within themselves are the ones that always got an opinion about everything that everybody else does? You're not even secure in who you are. You barely even know your last name, but you want to be all up in my stuff. Want to know what I'm doing, where I'm going, how I'm spending my money, why I'm doing this and why I'm doing that, why I bought the red car. reason why we look at the speck in other people's eyes is because it defends our inability. Inabilities. Oftentimes, the people who always have the magnifying glass on other people is because they're not able to do what the people who they have the magnifying glass over can do. So instead of coming to you, and we all have weaknesses. We all have some type of lack in our lives. We all have somewhere in our lives where we don't always hit the bullseye. And it seems as if they have this telescope that can seem to be able to look at the moon and all of your ailments and everything that you do wrong, but everything that you do right is right in front of them, and they'll never give you a pat on the back. They'll never say you do this right. They'll never give you encouragement. They'll never say you did this good. They can only see it. I don't care if it's 50,000 miles away. They can only see where you're weak. And it's not because they're not able to have the abilities that you have. The reason is because they don't have the zeal within them. They don't want to put in the work. They don't want to go through the heartaches and the pain that you've been through to get where you are, to make the decisions that you've made. This not only happens in the private sector, on the job, where people jealous of you. They want to call you the boss's pet just because you do your work. They want to call you a brown noser because you take pride in what you do. I tell people, whatever my name is attached to, I want to do it in excellence. I don't do sloppy. If anything has my name attached to it, it's going to be good. It's going to be darn near perfect because my name is attached to it and my reputation is on the line. See, maybe if you cared about what was attached to your name, maybe you could be where I'm at. Maybe you can be blessed the way I'm blessed. Their inability. This not only happens in the private sector, but it even creeps into the church. I even see pastors and preachers hating on other pastors who are successful because they've made the tough decisions to do what it takes to get the church to the next level. And pastors hate them. Oh, I don't like him. I don't like them. I don't like this. I don't like they don't do this right. They don't do that right. No, you're jealous. You're jealous because of your inability to get the success that he or her has. You don't want to make the tough decision. You don't want to make the necessary changes to take the church where it needs to go. Because your ear is too in tune with the people and not to God. See, people want what they want. But the last time I read my Bible, my Bible says God's ways are not like the people's ways. His thoughts are not our thoughts, and his ways are not our ways. The last time I looked at my Bible, the people were telling Moses to go back to the wilderness, and God was telling them to move the people forward. I'm talking to some leaders in here. Don't allow the people to take you back to Egypt. God is saying move the people forward because there's a promised land. There's a place flowing with milk and honey. you. Some people that's going to say, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. How you going to do this? You ain't never modeled before. You don't look like no model. Keep your mind, keep your ear in tune to God and not the people. Because there's some people back there who don't want to do what it takes to cross the Jordan. And they're more comfortable, they'd rather be in prison eating steaks than in the promised land that's flowing with milk and honey. Third and last reason why we look at the speck in our brother, our sister's eye, and not notice the speck that's in our own eye is because it reflects our instability. It's funny how the individuals oftentimes have something to say about you, what you're doing, where you're going, how you're making decisions, and why you're making decisions, are the most unstable people you could ever see in your life. They're unstable mentally, they're unstable socially, they're unstable emotionally, they're unstable financially, they're unstable relationshiply. I don't even know if that's a word, but everything that you can name, they're unstable. If you looked at, if they gave you a life report, you wouldn't find anything that's stable in their life. Everything will be up and down like they're on a hospital bed. Everything's just up and down, nothing's stable. But I realized the reason that these people are unstable is because they never have time to look at themselves and what they're doing, because they're spending all their time looking at everybody else. And as long as you got your eye on everybody else, you will never have time to refocus and get yourself aligned.
Amen. You're right.
Take your eye off people.
Amen.
Sometimes you just got to log out of Facebook. You got to log out of Instagram. You got to log out of IG and log out of Twitter. Trump. Sometimes you just got to log out. See, because what you do is you set yourself up to watch highlight reels of other people's lives. We've been programmed to watch highlight reels of other people's lives, and then we gauge our lives based on the high moments of everybody else's life. See, they show you the trip to the Bahamas, but they don't show you the argument. They show you the paycheck, but they don't show you the time when they got fired. They show you the wedding, but they don't show you the divorce. They only show you the successes, but they never show you the failures. So when every day you look at this stuff, what you think is that you're supposed to have a perfect life, because all you watch on the internet is everybody having a perfect life. Take your eyes off other people.
Amen.
Worry about the log that is in your eye. And I'm talking to myself, because we've all got them. We've all got a log in our eye. My log may look different from yours.
That's true.
The color may be different. The shape may be different. The object may be different. The circumstance may be different. The situation may be different. But we've all got a log in our eye. And Jesus says, before you can take out the speck that is in your neighbor's eye, you've got to take out the log that is in your own eye. I'm finished. That's it. Come on, give God some praise. Give him some praise in here. Don't look at the speck. Don't look at the speck that's in your neighbor's eye. Focus on the log that's in your eye. And don't sit here acting all pretty like you ain't got no log, because everybody's got some type of log. See, what happens is we got log books instead of worrying about the. Put down the log book and pick up the log that's in your eye. Stop logging everybody else's mistakes. Stop logging everybody else's bad decisions. Stop logging what everybody else is doing and worry about the log that's in your eye.